What did you just say? Whether you ever said something perfectly innocent or somehow found yourself defending a sentence you never actually said. Thanks for finding me on Coffee with Dubs. Today we're talking about what I said versus what you heard.
Good morning and welcome back to Coffee with Dubs. You know, I've been thinking lately a lot about how strange communication actually is. We spend so much time worrying about choosing the right words that we sometimes forget there's another half of that equation sitting on the other side of a conversation. You can know exactly what you meant, say it as clearly as you know how, and still watch it land somewhere completely different from where you intended it. I've run into this in numerous jobs because I suggest something because I think it might actually make the situation easier, solve a problem, or even make more sense. And somehow that suggestion gets received as criticism, and suddenly the conversation isn't about the idea anymore. It's about whether I'm questioning somebody, complaining, or trying to tell someone how to do their job, when that wasn't even the point in the first place. And that's an uncomfortable place to be because now you're responding to a meaning you never actually put into the conversation. You start explaining yourself, which can make it worse because explaining yourself sometimes sounds defensive. And now everybody is reacting to everybody else's reaction. 5 minutes later, you're standing there thinking, how the hell did we get all the way over here? I was just trying to make a suggestion. And it happens in much smaller conversations too. I've asked someone something as simple as, hey, how are you doing? And then got a response as though I was implying something was wrong. Meanwhile, there was no hidden message. I was just literally gathering information so I knew where the conversation could go next. I think we do that a lot. We hear the words, but then we add our own stuff to them. Maybe it's because of the mood we're in, something that happened earlier, or just what we've come to expect from the person. Before you know it, we're reacting to something they never actually said. That's where communication gets messy. I know what I meant when I said something, but you only know what it sounded like when it got to you. Those aren't always the same thing, and neither person necessarily has to be trying to cause a problem for that to happen. I can say that's not what I meant and be completely serious. You can say, well, that's how I took it, and be completely serious too. The trouble starts when we stop talking about what happened and start trying to prove which one of us is even right. I've had this happen at work too. I bring up an idea because I think it might help with something, and somehow it lands on them like I'm criticizing the way things are getting done. Now, instead of talking about the idea, we're trying to explain that I wasn't taking a shot at anybody in the first place. And sure, sometimes that's on me. Maybe I said it badly, maybe my timing sucked, or the tone came out differently than I thought it did. I've definitely replayed conversations later and thought, okay, yeah, I can see how somebody might have taken that the wrong way. But sometimes the extra meaning really wasn't there. Somebody heard an accusation when you were asking a question. They heard criticism when you were making a suggestion, and it happens. I don't think any of us are completely innocent when it comes to doing that. Look at the word fine. Somebody says I'm fine and half of us immediately go, oh shit, they are definitely not fine. We're used to people saying one thing and meaning the other. So naturally, you start looking between the lines. The problem is that there isn't anything between the lines sometimes. How are you? It means exactly that. Sometimes an idea is just an idea. There isn't always another message hiding underneath it. Trying to make sure nobody ever misunderstands you is exhausting. You can explain yourself before you speak, after you speak. Hell, you could probably send out a damn instruction manual with a sentence and somebody's still gonna find a way to take it differently than you intended. So I think there has to be a little room on both sides. If someone tells me that's not what I meant, maybe I should at least consider that possibility before deciding I know their intentions better than they do. And somebody tells me something I said came across badly, I should probably be willing to hear that out too. And I've caught myself on the other side of this. Somebody says something that I don't like and I hear the wrong way, and suddenly everything else they say starts sounding different. At that point, I'm not really listening anymore. I'm listening through the mood I'm already in. Maybe that's the piece I'm trying to get better at. Not perfect communication, because I don't see that happening anytime soon. Just separating what somebody actually said from what I added to it afterward. There's a big difference between this is what you said and this is what I heard. One closes the conversation. The other gives a person a chance to say, okay, but that's not what I was trying to tell you. Thanks for joining me on another Pour Coffee with Dubs. Until next time, remember, sometimes the biggest communication problem isn't what you said at all. It's everything that got added to it on the way from one person to another. Now, I'm gonna go talk to somebody. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm out.